And how are you?
Yeah, okay.
Good to see you. So, have you got a message to the next player that arrives?
Who is it?
Who is it? How you doing? What's your message to the next player that arrives?
Hope you arrive here safely.
No. Hope you arrive here safely.
What?
Harry, what's your message for the next player that arrives?
Next player that arrives. Welcome. Let's get to work.
Next player that arrives. Welcome. Let's get to work. What's your message to the next player that arrives?
Make sure you work hard in training.
Make sure you work hard in training. What's your message to the next player that arrives?
Congrats.
Congrats. What's your message for the next player that arrives?
All the best for the week.
Ooh, all the best for the week.
Yeah.
Mark, have you got a question or a message to the next player that arrives?
What did you have for breakfast?
What did he say?
What did you have for breakfast this morning?
No.
Have you got a question for the next player that arrives?
What time to go to sleep?
What time did you go to bed last night?
11 after the golf finished.
What's your question or message to the next player that arrives?
Did you watch the golf last night?
Did you watch the golf last night?
No, I didn't watch.
Jared, what's your question or message to the next player that arrived?
What did they watch on the way here today?
What did you watch on the way here today?
Nothing. Spoke to the driver.
Sociable.
Yeah, social.
Dean, what's your message or question for the next player that arrives?
What did you do last night?
What did you do last night? What did you do last night?
Watch the gym.
What's your question or message to the next player that arrives?
Who's the next player?
Who's the next player? Have you got a message or question for the next player that arrives?
What's one thing you always bring to England? He's in it.
Deck, what's one thing you always bring to England camp?
Most important thing that I bring my Xbox.
Love that.
Go about it.
What's your message or question for the next player?
Favourite song at the minute?
And what's your favourite song at the minute?
My favourite song? I don't know the song name, but it's Meat Low and Friday. That's what it's on the 2025.